Approximately a month ago, Sunlu contacted me if I want to test their new filament connector, and my first thought was, I don't really need that product, but I definitely want it. So I got these packages for free for the testing, but I'm not paid anything about this. Besides this filament connector, I also got two spools of PLA Plus 2.0 in orange and white color. I can see they have new spools, and I already measured the hole. This is 60mm hole. I will check, maybe here you will see some B-roll, if it will fit on AMS Lite, because their older spool had too big hole and they couldn't fit. We had to use some kind of adapter there. Another nice improvement that we have the resealable bags. Don't forget to cut it above the ceiling line, and maybe they can improve the quality, because here I can still see the vacuum, but here the air leaked in. About this filament welder, it is designed to connect end of the filaments of 1.75 millimeters, and we can vary the temperature. The max is 240 degrees Celsius, so we can weld the PLA, PETG, ABS and similar. On their website they have the slogan like zero waste and multicolor printing and something similar. About zero waste, I was thinking most of my printers, approximately 10 which I actively use, all of them have filament runout sensor. But sometimes this filament runout sensor is quite far from the hot end, for example on Sowell SV08. Here we have the filament runout sensor, and this is the length of the tube, and this is the hot end. So approximately more than half meter waste we have if it runs out from the filament. Sometimes when I can see that I will run out from the filament, I just push a new one in the hot end. For example, you could saw this in my tribo filament testing. I did the same on Prusa Mark IV and also on Bebolab X1C, because I got their very short samples. Of course, in that case I have to be there, so this is bigger disadvantage. Now about this zero waste they claim on their website. Yes, it is zero waste for the filament, but we will have some kind of waste. That small Teflon tube, I already checked the user manual, so we have to place this inside the Teflon tube, cut it, and that will be actually a waste. And I'm curious if I can pull it down, because if I'm using some short samples, in that case I can pull off, and I will see if I can reuse it. Let's see what's in the box. This is content of the package, the main unit. Then we have those small Teflon tubes I mentioned earlier, cable, user manual. So we don't have the power adapter. We have to use our own, and the specification is 5 volts and 2 amperes. Yes, this will be fine. Output 5 volts, 2 amperes. There is a very good animation on Sunlu website. I just want to show you a few steps, because it is important when you want to discuss a few things. Cut the end of the filament on a 45-degree angle. We have to insert these two ends into this Teflon tube. It's heating up to 185 degrees Celsius. When it's preheated, important to push against each other these two ends. It should be done. I wait until it cools down a little bit. I can turn off the machine. And now when it cools down, well, I can see it is welded. Let's see if I can pull off this Teflon tube. It's coming down. Okay, maybe I can reuse it a few times. And this is how it looks like now. It looks great. Let's see how strong is this connection. Before that, I also want to test two PETG filaments. Here I forgot to push these filaments against each other, and soon you will see the result. And now let's try to weld two completely different ABS filaments. And again I can remove this Teflon tube, so it is reusable several times. And now let's see how strong is the connection. I'm starting with the PLA, 5.9 kilograms. PETG, oops, this was weak. ABS, 6.8 kilograms. I'll try one more time PETG, because maybe I did something wrong, I'm not sure. And this time I'm pushing these two filaments against each other, only I forgot to set the focus, sorry about that. Visually the welding looks good, and also on the touch, so let's try this one. 9.5, okay. Sometimes the welding is so strong that I can see part of the filament on each other. And how strong is the raw material? Well, just one test with the PETG. 9.2 kilograms, but it looks like I share it a little bit with the sharp end of the pliers. For the Benchy we need approximately 4 meters of filaments, so I prepared here 5 times half meters from each color. This should be enough even for the color change, and now let's connect them. This is a speed up video, and you can see I need approximately 1.5 minutes, which include the cutting end of the filament, the cooling time, and removing the Teflon tube. I'm almost finished one more. Even now I can remove this Teflon tube, and only on the last one I will try to cut it. It's a little bit hot now after so many weldings, so touch it on the front side. This is not so hot. And now let's try this cutter. I was able to use it for the 14 welding, probably even more, just I was curious how can I cut this. And now let's print the Benchy. Okay, the filament is inserted, not much waste so far. And this is how the Benchy looks like if the filament is changed every half meters. Unload. And looks like the calculation is correct. This is 1 meter plus some extra millimeters. Interesting product. The welding needs some practicing. It is important those 45-degree angle surfaces to align on each other and press against each other two filament parts during the welding process. It is good to know that we can reuse those Teflon tubes several times. I was thinking, why do we need those Teflon tubes, but the answer is in a cooling. So don't forget, when we take out those two parts from the welding machines, they are still melted, and this Teflon tube holds them together until they cool down. Now, do you need or do you want this product? You have to decide yourself. I started an interesting poll on my YouTube channel. Here you can see the results. And also I have our affiliate link down in the description. If you want to buy one, you can use the link. It doesn't cost you more, and I will get a small commission from it. And write me down in the comment section if you have some interesting idea for this product. Thank you for watching, and happy printing!